Good afternoon. It is 5:29 Eastern Standard Time here on the East Coast. I'm your host for the Get It Back in Blood podcast, Miss Karsh Taylor, aka Miss Go. All right, so we are the hurricane is coming, within the next 24 hours, but in some ways, you can say this is my goodbye, because the lengths that I have to go is extreme, and this is, it's gonna be it's bittersweet. It's gonna be bittersweet. I told you that there once we lost the first child, there was, once you lost the first child on me, that solidified no win. That's zero win. One child lost is too many. And so, as far as this thing is going around here, you never know. But some people are gonna have to precede me first. But to Get It Back in Blood podcast series, we're well up in the, we're in the 100th episodes. But today is just kind of a relaxed day. Not a relaxed day for me. My days are never relaxed. I never get a chance to, really truly relax, because I'm fighting all kind of battles in my mind, in my heart, my spirit. And so, I can't really say that I be 100% okay at times. I want to tell the children so bad that everything's going to be okay, but I cannot. That angers me on so many levels as a mother, as an aunt, as a cousin, as an adult. It worries me a whole lot. I have to let people, see what they see and feel how they feel, which is something they've been doing the entire time. Is already seeing what they see and feeling how they feel. You know what I'm saying? So, adults, go through a lot of emotions, but not all adults are patient enough in a crisis to be able to handle children. And, all I was doing, all we do is, as first responders, is make sure that people are safe and secure while we're going through any type of crisis. It's not a personal crisis like a mental health crisis or a financial crisis. A personal financial crisis. This crisis is bigger than just a sample size. So when you have people that work very hard to stop that, it angers you, it frustrates you, but it motivates you to do something. We know that Nelson Mandela. Let's see how long he stayed in jail for. There's not another peacemaker like Nelson Mandela, Let's see if we can find something on him and some information on Nelson Mandela. Well, we see he was born July 18th, 1918 in Mvezo, South Africa, and he died December 5th of 2013. Even he can't say that he didn't lose any children while he was doing, his time in prison. Just like Martin Luther King went to jail for a little bit, Nelson Mandela was in there for 27 years. It said Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison for opposing South Africa's apartheid system. He faced harsh conditions meant to break his resolve, but Mandela refused to give up his efforts to achieve equality for all people. That's in Africa. That's in South Africa, might I add. I don't trust U.S. children going to Africa You want to blame everything on the Iranians, Iraqis, and all of that. Not saying you specifically, but most people think the danger lies only in the Middle Eastern part. But I feel like with the apartheid history of Black Africa, if you would say Black Africa, you know, you cannot turn a blind eye to the possibilities that something may happen to you if you go over there. Like I was simply stating to someone, the police in Africa are way harsh on the citizens than the United States. When I tell you, you don't want Kamala getting the bright idea to partnership and get policing information or policies from these people, you don't want her to do that. You ever seen the movie Antoine Fisher? Let me explain the type of woman Kamala is and the women that she has doing all of this. Remember the lady that adopted the boys in Antoine Fisher? That is Kamala Harris's mentality. And women like her. They survived, however. She didn't lose any children. That they showed on, in the movie. But you add the men to the situation, and it's worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I don't like those type of women. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't have any girls in her house for a reason. She, you know what I'm saying? She was a pedophile, though. She was a pedophile. She was a child abuser. She didn't really, she did terrible shit to children. I need you to understand that the reality that we're trying to fight is something that you're trying to systematically pressure on us, like slavery was pressured on the Union, the United States overall. But it's reversed backwards onto the people. We are kicked out of those positions to, with the Civil War happening, it's reversed in this child civil rights and child trafficking and movement and stuff. It feels that way. It may be a speckle here going good there, maybe some places going great there, and they didn't, stuff like that, like a checkerboard, like a chessboard, chess and checkers. You still play the same board. But so they may not fully understand, or they so happy to be happy that they don't want to be unhappy and take a look and realize what is going on. Some people like the misery, the gun violence. Some people love that shit. Some people love that. They, like some people, like first responders, love to do medical work. Certain jobs you have a passion for, or an artist that loves to create art, or some, stuff like that. But baby, the chessboard and the checkerboard ain't that much different. I'm looking and I was like, wow. But I need to understand why they would kill Nelson Mandela's entire immediate family like that. His youngest daughter is my age. Nelson Mandela's youngest daughter, she's like the second to the last daughter. She's my age. Let me see here. Let me see here, because they passed away oddly. Okay, Mr. Mandela, he had a big family. He had 2 daughters, 2 sons with his first wife, Evelyn Mace, and 2 daughters with his second wife, Namzamo Winnie Madikizla. This last one, he had 4 stepchildren from his marriage to Gracia Machel. Only 3. I can't speak African. I can't do that. Only 3 of his children are still alive. His daughters, Makaziwi, Zanaya, and Zinzi. So, I don't know which wife. Then let me take a look at that shit. See, because I'm telling you, Winnie Mandela supposed to be his wife. Yeah. Okay, yeah, he was married to Winnie Mandela, 1958 to 1996. That was his first wife, Winnie Mandela. I didn't know he was married 3 times. Evelyn Mace, 1944 to 1958. Well, she complications of diabetes is how she passed away. Yeah, we understand why we do Africa, research in Africa for all kind of shit. But I'm talking about your conduct and how you handle yourself with our U.S. citizens whose money goes over there to your families. That ain't got into your healthcare, into your education system. You are as Africans, you are very entitled people. You didn't come over here as slaves. He had a problem with you over there, and now you want to have a problem over here in the United States. Don't come over here entitled. The United States was a new world when you sent our family members across seas over here to this motherfucking place here that you got us fighting against you from over here, fighting them motherfucking people. You know what I'm saying? So you can't look at. I wish African women was really humble themselves. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. You ain't got it like that. You don't have it like that. To be disrespectful across these seas at African American women or send any hits or any type of disrespect. I don't give a fuck. We don't need you in our sorority. No, none of that shit there. You can drop your Alpha Kappa Alpha everything and get the fuck on, because we don't need you. We're out here trying to cover Alpha Kappa Alpha members, Delta Sigma Theta members. Everybody got some all over the country. Africa's not the only place Alpha Kappa Alpha is in the world. And we trying to cover some of our Asian ones. You making it impossible to do anything but serve you for some reason. And what I'm doing, I'm not, only wouldn't do. Listen, bitch, I ain't in that shit no more, bitch. Because one thing, if you count me in, bitch, these motherfuckers don't have enough community service hours, bitch. But certain things that we come over there to try to help you with, you can't be attacking our researchers and our families and shit over there, bitch. Hell no. When I said that, okay, I would turn my attention towards the black portion of Africa. I meant that shit. Because if I find out that any researcher or anybody has switched my kids out, one of the people's kids that you'd have slaughtered over there by the families, but you slaughtering families over there talking shit about you don't know culture, bitch. I'm not coming to fuck over there. You don't know culture and all kind of shit. I don't want to hear that shit. But I'm looking to Mandela to see how he actually was able to, help end apartheid, something that is so deadly as the child civil rights movement in the United States of America. But I'll get back to y'all. Miss Go. I'll be back in for another episode of Get It Back in Blood.